13 Stoic Secrets to Break Free from Toxic Relationships. Hey, have you ever felt like someone slowly siphoning away your energy like their needs always come first, and yours get buried under the weight of it all? Maybe it's that friend who always turns the conversation back to themselves, or a family member who leaves you second-guessing your worth after every interaction, or even a coworker who seems to thrive on putting you down. You're left confused, drained, or even questioning yourself, wondering if you're the problem. If that sounds familiar, you might be tangled up with a narcissist, someone who sucks the life out of you without a second thought. And trust me, you're not alone in this. I've heard from so many people who felt that same pull, that same exhaustion, and it can feel overwhelming, like you're stuck in a fog with no way out. But here's the good news. There's a way out, a clear, powerful path to reclaim your peace and build resilience, even in the messiest, most challenging relationships. You don't have to stay trapped. You can rise above, and that's what we're here to explore together. In this video, we're diving deep into 13 Stoic concepts that can help you navigate these toxic dynamics, especially when dealing with narcissists. These aren't just random ideas, they're ancient wisdom nuggets handed down from some of history's greatest thinkers. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who found strength in reflection. Epictetus, the former slave who turned hardship into philosophy. And Seneca, the master of resilience. Together, their teachings form a toolkit you can use to protect your mind, lift your spirit, and take back control of your life. Whether it's setting boundaries, finding inner calm, or rebuilding your confidence, these principles are designed to empower you step by step. This isn't about quick fixes or overnight miracles. It is about building a foundation that lets you thrive no matter who you're dealing with. Stick with me, and let's start this journey together, hand in hand. As we uncover how to turn the tables on toxicity and find that inner strength you've always had, I want this to be more than just a video. It is a chance for us to grow as a community. So subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay connected with our latest videos on stoicism, emotional resilience, and personal growth. Let's learn from each other, support each other, and create a space where we can all find peace with ourselves and our relationships. Maybe you'll share a tip that helps someone else, or maybe you'll all find the courage to take that first step because of a comment you read here. That's the beauty of this together. We're stronger. Ready to dive in? Let's get into it. Exploring how these Stoic insights can light the way out of the darkness and into a life where you feel valued and whole again. This is your moment to start reclaiming your power, and I'm excited to guide you through every part of it. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's begin this transformative journey together because you deserve to feel at peace, and we're going to make that happen. Recognizing the drain and taking control. Imagine you're carrying a heavy bucket, the kind that strains your arms and makes every step feel like a chore, and every time you're around this person, they poke a hole in it, letting your energy drip away drop by drop. That's what a toxic relationship can feel like, especially with a narcissist who seems to thrive on putting their needs first, leaving you drained, worn out, and wondering where your spark went. It's as if they're siphoning off your joy, your peace, without a second thought, and you might not even realize how much it has taken until you left feeling hollow. But here is the shift that can change everything. You don't have to keep carrying that load. You can set it down, protect what's yours, and reclaim your strength. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who turned his own hardships into wisdom after being a slave, said the secret to inner calm is focusing on what you can control. And that starts with a powerful realization their behavior isn't your fault. It's their pattern, their way of operating, not a reflection of your worth or a failing on your part. Letting that sink in can be like a weight lifting off your shoulders. So, what do you do with that insight? If the relationship's toxic, whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague consider limiting or even cutting contact. This isn't about punishing them or holding a grudge. It's about safeguarding your mental space, creating a buffer where you can breathe again. Sometimes that means a full exit, especially if there's abuse involved. If that's your situation, plan safely, find a new place to stay, map out your next steps, and keep it quiet so you're not putting yourself at risk. Your safety comes first, always, and taking that step is an act of courage, not defeat. For less extreme cases, like toxic family or friends, you might try fewer phone calls or set a schedule, maybe a check-in once a month, to keep some distance without cutting ties completely. At work, stick to business talk with that tricky coworker, keeping personal chats off the table, and don't hesitate to report issues to HR if it crosses a line. Each of these choices is about drawing a boundary, protecting your energy, and giving yourself room to heal. Prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish, it's essential, like putting on your oxygen mask first before helping others on a plane. You can't pour from an empty cup, and recognizing that is a gift you give yourself. So, take a deep breath right now, feel that air fill your lungs, and ask yourself, what can I control here? Maybe it's deciding who gets your time, or how you respond to their next jab. That question is your starting point, your power switch. As you move forward with that mindset, you'll find the strength to let go of the bucket, to stop the leaks, and to carry only what serves you. Let's build on that foundation together. There's more wisdom to explore, and you're on your way to a calmer, stronger you. What's one small step you'll take today? Let's keep the momentum going. Reclaiming your authority. Now, let's talk about taking back the wheel of your life, stepping into the driver's seat where you belong. Seneca, that stoic heavyweight who faced exile and still found his footing, stressed a truth that can change everything. Our reactions are ours to master, even when someone's trying to pull your strings like a puppet. Toxic people, especially narcissists, love to dominate, feeding off validation like it's their lifeblood, craving that power trip every time they get a rise out of you. But you can flip the script and take control back. Start by standing tall, hold steady eye contact, let your gaze show you're present, and speak with a calm, firm voice that doesn't waver. It throws them off balance, signaling you're not an easy target, not someone they can push around without a fight. This isn't about aggression. It's about owning your space with quiet confidence. Setting clear boundaries is your next move, and here's the key: do it without apologies. Instead of saying, "Sorry, but I need space," just state, "I need space." Keep it simple, direct, and unapologetic. Let your needs stand on their own. Avoid arguments like they're a trap, because narcissists thrive on your emotional fuel, turning every flare-up into a win for them. Be unpredictable. Don't always bend to their guilt trips or fall into their predictable patterns. Define what's okay, like respectful conversation, and what's not, like constant criticism, and back it with real consequences. If they cross the line, follow through with less contact or a step back. It shows you mean business. The real power, though, comes from focusing on your self-worth, not their opinion. Their words don't define you. Your own sense of value does. So, tune out their noise and tune into what you know to be true about yourself. Talking it out with a trusted friend or therapist can be a game changer here. They'll help you stay grounded when the narcissist tactics start to blur your perspective. Share what's happening, let them reflect back your strength, and lean on their support to keep you steady. Reclaiming your power isn't an overnight victory. It's a process that takes time, so be patient with yourself as you navigate this. Think of it like training for a marathon. You build endurance step by step. Self-care is your fuel along the way. Take a walk to clear your head. Lose yourself in a good book, or just sit with a cup of tea and breathe. These small acts keep you strong, replenishing what the toxic dynamic tries to take. You've got this. Your resilience is already shining through, and we're just getting started. Let's build on that foundation, adding more layers of stoic wisdom to fortify you against the storm. What's one way you'll assert your power today? Maybe it has a boundary or a moment of self-care. Let's keep that momentum rolling as we move forward together. Staying calm amid the storm. Ever notice how some people get a kick out of ruffling your feathers, like they're tossing pebbles into your pond just to watch the ripples? Maybe it's a snarky comment, a deliberate push of your buttons, or that smug look when you react. Whatever it is, it can leave you fuming. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor who ruled an empire yet found peace in his own mind, knew the trick to well-being is keeping your inner calm, no matter the chaos swirling outside. When a narcissist tries to upset you, staying calm becomes your superpower. It's the move that breaks their manipulation game wide open. They feed on your anger, using every flare-up to feel in control, like a puppeteer pulling strings. So don't hand them that win. Step back for a moment, detach emotionally, see their behavior as a strategy they're playing, not a mirror reflecting your value. It's not about you. It's about their need to dominate. To hold that calm, try some mindful breathing count to 10 slowly, letting each number anchor you, or take deep breaths that fill your chest and release the tension. This grounds you in the present, pulling you out of their emotional trap. Ignore their bait. Sometimes silence is your best response, a quiet strength that starves their need for a reaction. Set clear boundaries. If they push too far, step away without a word, reclaiming your space. You can even diffuse their negativity with a little humor. Picture them in a goofy hat, maybe a clown wig, or imagine yourself on a peaceful beach with waves lapping at the shore. It lightens the mood and keeps you steady. Use affirmations to reinforce your control. Repeat to yourself, "I am calm, I am in control," letting those words sink into your core. Share what is happening with supportive people, a friend who gets it, or a therapist who can teach you to manage those triggers. They'll remind you of your strength when the narcissist tactics blur your focus. This isn't something you master overnight. It's a skill, like learning to ride a bike, and it takes practice. Be kind to yourself as you grow. There might be days when you slip, when the anger creeps in despite your efforts, and that's okay. Each time you catch yourself, you're building resilience, layering on that inner peace Marcus Aurelius championed. Think of it as forging a shield, one that gets stronger with every calm response, every boundary you hold. This calm isn't just about surviving their chaos. It's about thriving beyond it, turning their games into opportunities to prove your strength. So take a deep breath, now feel that steadiness, and let's keep going. There's more wisdom to explore, more tools to add to your arsenal. What's one way you'll stay calm today? Maybe a quiet moment or a boundary set. Let's build on this together, step by step, toward a resilience that nothing can shake. Building a stronger you. Toxic relationships, especially those tangled up with narcissists, can chip away at your self-esteem like a slow drip eroding stone, leaving you feeling small, insignificant, and maybe even questioning if you'll ever feel whole again. Those moments when their manipulations or insults hit hard can make you shrink inside, wondering if their words hold some truth. But here's where Stoicism steps in like a beacon of hope, focusing on personal greatness can rebuild you from the inside out, piece by piece. Narcissists might throw their tactics your way, twisting situations, belittling you, but you've got a powerful counter, inner strength that no one can take away. It starts with something simple yet transformative: affirmations. Swap out that nagging "I'm not enough" with bold declarations like "I am capable, I am worthy," letting those words sink deep into your soul. This isn't just feel-good talk. It's a stoic tool to reshape how you see yourself. Take it further by focusing on what you love about yourself. Maybe it's your humor that lights up a room, your kindness that lifts others, or your quiet determination that keeps you going. Jot these down in a notebook or on your phone. creating a little treasure chest of your strengths to revisit when doubt creeps in. Pair that with gratitude pause to notice the good bits of your life, like a warm meal, a friend's laugh, or a sunny day, and let that appreciation fill you up. Put yourself first in a way that feels right. Spend time with people who lift you up, those rare souls who see your worth. And dive into activities that spark joy, whether it's hiking through nature's trails, painting a messy masterpiece, or losing yourself in a good song. These moments rebuild your spirit, giving you a foundation to stand on. Setting boundaries is your next shield. Learn to say no to demands that drain you, whether it's an extra favor or a guilt trip. Surround yourself with positive souls who respect your limits, people who cheer you on rather than tear you down. If it feels heavy, a therapist can be your guide, offering tailored advice to boost your confidence and help you stand tall against the negativity. As your resilience grows, you'll start to shrug off their words like water off a duck's back, their attempts to dim you losing their power. This isn't a race. Be patient with yourself, because reclaiming your power is a journey, not a sprint. There might be days when you stumble, when the old doubts creep back, but each step forward is a victory, a brick in the wall of your renewed strength. You're not just surviving, you're reclaiming your power, and that's something to celebrate. Let's take the next step together, building on this foundation with more stoic wisdom to light your way. What's one thing you'll do today to nurture your greatness? Maybe it's an affirmation or a boundary. Let's keep this momentum alive as we move forward, stronger and more whole with every moment. Drawing a line with boundaries. Ever feel like someone's trampling over your space, stomping through your personal boundaries like they own the place? It can leave you rattled, unsure of where you stand, especially with narcissists who seem to relish crossing lines and ignoring your limits just to keep their grip on control. Seneca, the wise Stoic who navigated his own share of challenges, taught us that clear boundaries are a shield for your well-being, and that lesson becomes crucial when dealing with those who love to overstep. They thrive on dominating, treating your needs like an afterthought, but you don't have to let that continue. It's time to draw that line, to carve out a space that's yours alone. Start by thinking about your values. What behaviors feel disrespectful to you? Maybe it's constant criticism that wears you down, or having your time ignored like it doesn't matter. Get specific with it. Don't just say, "Stop being rude," but instead, "I won't tolerate interruptions during our talks." That clarity sets the stage. Communicating those boundaries is your next step, and here's the trick: do it directly with I statements that center your experience. Try something like, "I feel disrespected when you interrupt me," keeping it focused on how their actions affect you, not on attacking them. This approach keeps the conversation clean and powerful. Then, set consequences. Decide what happens if they breach that line, like reducing contact or stepping back for a while, and enforce them consistently, no matter how they push back. It's not about being harsh or vengeful. It's an act of self-respect, a way to guard your energy and mental peace. They might resist, maybe even test you with guilt or arguments, but stay steady and patient. Don't let their reaction sway you. This is about your well-being, not their approval. Leaning on friends or a therapist can be a lifeline here. They'll offer support, a sounding board to keep you grounded when the narcissist tries to blur your resolve. Picture your boundaries as a safe zone, a fortress around your heart and mind, protecting you from their chaos. You're not here to fix them or change their behavior. That's their journey, not yours. Your focus is on your peace, on creating a life where you feel secure and valued. This strength isn't just a one-time win. It's a foundation that sets you up for more growth, more resilience. As you practice this, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel lighter, more in control, and ready to tackle whatever comes next. So, take a moment to reflect. What boundary will you set today? Maybe it's a limit on phone calls or a firm no to an unreasonable request. Let's build on this power together exploring how it opens doors to even greater stoic wisdom. You've got the tools now, let's see where this path takes you. Building your support crew. Dealing with a narcissist can feel like you're stranded on an island, cut off from the world as their behavior pulls you into isolation, leaving you to question your worth and wrestle with the silence alone. But the Stoics, with their deep understanding of human connection, knew the power of community, a truth that shines bright when you're navigating such toxic waters. A strong support system becomes your lifeline, a safety net that offers validation when you redoubting yourself and strength when you're feeling worn thin. It starts with reconnecting with old friends or family members who truly get you, those rare souls who've seen you at your best and still stand by you. Reach out, maybe with a simple call or a coffee meetup, and let those bonds remind you of your value. Then, deepen the ties with those already in your corner, thank them for being there. Spend quality time together and watch those relationships grow into pillars of support. If your circle feels small, don't hesitate to expand it. Join a class that sparks your interest. Volunteer in your community where you can meet kind-hearted people or explore online groups focused on narcissism support. These spaces are goldmines for connecting with like-minded folks who lift your spirits and share your struggles, making you feel less alone in this journey. A therapist can be a game changer too, offering tailored advice to sharpen your coping skills and rebuild your self-esteem piece by piece. When choosing your support, seek out people who listen without jumping to judge, who respect your boundaries without pushing, and who steer clear of drama that could drag you back down. It's not about collecting a huge crowd. Focus on quality over quantity, building a few real, meaningful connections that hold you up when the narcissist tries to tear you down. This network isn't just a one-way street. Help each other out, share your wisdom, and create a mutual bond of care and understanding. Maybe you offer a listening ear to a friend, or they step in with encouragement when you need it most. That give and take strengthens the whole group, bolstering your resilience and making you less vulnerable to the narcissist's games. They'll find it harder to shake you when you've got this circle reinforcing your worth. Be patient, though this doesn't happen overnight. Building a support system takes time, effort, and a willingness to reach out. But every small step forward weaves a tighter safety net. There might be moments of hesitation or setbacks, but that's okay. Keep nurturing those connections, and don't shy away from asking for help when you need it. You're not alone in this, and that's the beauty of it. Let's use this support to grow stronger together, turning isolation into a source of power. What is one way you'll reach out today? Maybe a call to an old friend or joining a group. Let us build on this foundation and see how far it can take you toward a life filled with resilience and peace. Shining a light on their behavior. Sometimes, exposing a narcissist's actions feels tempting, like a way to shout their behavior from the rooftops and finally set the record straight. You might imagine the satisfaction of calling them out, letting everyone see their true colors, especially after all the manipulation and hurt they've caused. But Seneca, the Stoic philosopher who balanced wisdom with practicality, advises caution here. Honesty matters, sure, but your safety and well-being take precedence above all else. Publicly calling them out can backfire in a big way, particularly with their manipulative nature. They're skilled at twisting narratives, turning the tables, and painting themselves as the victim, which could leave you worse off, facing backlash or even escalating the conflict. Instead of jumping into that trap, prioritize your own health and peace of mind. It's the smarter move, the one that keeps you in control. Start by setting clear boundaries, those lines in the sand that protect your space and energy, and enforce them with steady resolve. If the situation feels volatile, maybe their reactions are unpredictable or aggressive, limit contact as much as you can, creating distance to shield yourself from their chaos. Confide in a therapist or trusted loved ones who have your back. They'll listen, help you process the emotions, and offer a fresh perspective when you're lost in the fog. If it's safe and you feel ready, you can calmly address their behavior in a controlled setting, like a neutral conversation with support nearby, but brace yourself for pushback. They might deny, deflect, or lash out, so keep records like texts, emails, or even witness accounts to protect yourself if things escalate further. A professional, especially one experienced with severe cases, can guide you through this maze, offering strategies to navigate safely without losing yourself. The key here is focusing on what you can control, your response, your boundaries, your decision to step back rather than wasting energy on their actions, which are beyond your reach. Safer tactics, like quietly enforcing limits or seeking support, often work better than the risky drama of exposure. Your health comes first, a principle Seneca would nod to, and that might mean seeking expert help if the situation feels overwhelming or starts affecting your daily life. Maybe it's a counselor who specializes in narcissistic dynamics, or a support group where you can share without judgment, whatever it takes to keep you steady. This clarity isn't just about dodging a bullet. It's about building a foundation of strength that carries you forward. You're not here to fix them or win a public battle. You're here to protect your peace and move toward a healthier life. So, take a moment to think, what boundary will you reinforce today? Let's use this wisdom to guide us to the next step, where we'll uncover more ways to rise above and thrive. Trusting your own truth. Narcissists might gaslight you, weaving a web of confusion that makes you doubt your own reality, leaving you second-guessing memories or wondering if you're losing your grip on what's true. It's a sneaky tactic. Maybe they twist past events to fit their story, blame you for things you didn't do, or deny things happened altogether, all to keep you off balance. But Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who turned personal struggles into wisdom, urged us to trust our own judgment, and that's your anchor in this storm. Your inner voice, your sense of what's real, is a powerful tool they can't take away if you hold on to it. Start by watching for red flags like confusion clouding your mind or anxiety creeping in. Those are signs their gaslighting is at work, trying to shake your foundation. Don't let it. Check the facts for yourself, look at old messages, recall details, and ground yourself in what you know to be true. Validation is your next step. Reach out to trusted friends or a therapist who can listen and affirm your perspective, helping you see through the haze. They're like a mirror, reflecting back your clarity when the narcissist's words distort it. Avoid getting sucked into arguments. Those are their playground, where they twist words to their advantage. Instead, use neutral phrases like, "I see your view," to acknowledge without agreeing, keeping your peace intact. Set firm boundaries when a conversation turns manipulative. Walk away without a backward glance, protecting your mental space. Do what lifts you up. Dive into hobbies that bring joy. Spend time in nature where the air feels clean, or lose yourself in a creative project. These moments reconnect you to yourself, reminding you of who you are beyond their influence. If the gaslighting feels intense, therapy can be a game changer, offering coping skills to navigate the emotional toll and rebuild your confidence step by step. Trusting yourself is a journey, not a race, and it's okay if it feels shaky at first. There might be days when doubt lingers, when their words echo louder than your own. But each time you pause, reflect, and choose to believe in your truth, you're reclaiming your narrative. Be patient with yourself. Growth takes time, and setbacks are part of the process. Celebrate the small wins, like standing your ground or seeking support, because they add up to a stronger you. This isn't just about surviving their tactics. It's about thriving, taking back the story of your life with every decision to trust your instincts. You're not alone in this. Many face the same challenge, and that resilience is your power. Let's build on that foundation, exploring more ways to fortify your mind and spirit. What's one way you'll trust yourself today? Maybe a boundary or a moment in nature. Let's keep moving forward together, stronger with each step. Turning their ego to your advantage. Seneca's art of persuasion can be a clever ally when dealing with narcissists, offering a way to navigate their tricky dynamics with finesse. These individuals often crave praise like it's the air they breathe, thriving on admiration and recognition to fuel their sense of self. But rather than letting that need control the situation, you can turn it to your advantage by framing your requests in a way that feeds their ego ethically. For instance, you might say, "You'd impress the boss covering my shift this weekend," or "Your design skills are perfect for making the gala a standout event." These words tap into their desire for validation while keeping your request genuine and fair. The key is to keep it honest. Don't overpromise or manipulate, and ensure it benefits both sides, creating a mutual win that respects your needs too. This approach aligns beautifully with Stoic virtue, where influence is wielded with integrity, never compromising your moral compass for a quick fix. This strategic tool isn't about tricking them or lowering yourself to their level. It's about using wisdom to steer interactions toward a positive outcome. Narcissists can be challenging, often seeing requests as threats to their dominance. But by appealing to their strengths framed with sincerity, you can encourage cooperation without sparking conflict. Picture it like a gentle nudge rather than a push, guiding them toward a choice that serves you both. For example, highlighting their unique talents. Only you have the eye for detail to pull off this project, can make them feel valued while getting you the help you need. Use it wisely, though overdoing it or straying from truth can backfire, eroding your credibility and the Stoic principles you stand for. It's a delicate balance, requiring thought and restraint, but when done right, it opens doors that might otherwise stay shut. This strength in persuasion flows naturally into the realm of self-care, reinforcing the Stoic emphasis on holistic well-being. When you master this skill, you're not just managing the narcissist, you're protecting your own peace by reducing stress and avoiding unnecessary battles. It frees up mental space to focus on yourself, to nurture your mind and body with activities that replenish you. Maybe that means taking a quiet walk to clear your head after a tricky interaction, or curling up with a book that inspires you, letting the words wash away the tension. Self-care becomes easier when you're not constantly defending your ground, and this persuasive approach gives you that breathing room. It's about building resilience, layer by layer, so you can stand tall without burning out. As you practice this, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel more in control, more capable of handling their ego while keeping yours intact. So think about it. What's one request you could frame today to test this out? Let's build on this strength together, weaving it into a life where self-care and Stoic wisdom guide your every step. Healing through self-care. Narcissistic abuse leaves wounds that linger, cutting deeper than you might realize, emotional scars that can make you feel raw, unsteady, or even lost in your own skin. Whether it's the constant criticism, the gaslighting, or the way they chip away at your confidence, the impact can stick around long after the relationship ends, leaving you to pick up the pieces. But here's the good news. Self-care is the balm that heals those wounds, a gentle yet powerful way to reclaim your strength and start feeling whole again. It begins with the basics. Prioritize sleep to let your mind and body recover. Fuel yourself with good food that nourishes rather than drains, and weave exercise into your routine to rebuild your physical resilience. These foundational steps create a sturdy base, giving you the energy to face the healing process head-on. Take it further by exploring activities that soothe your soul. Try yoga to stretch out the tension. Go for walks to feel the earth beneath your feet, or simply breathe deeply to calm the storm inside. Meditation can be a quiet refuge, a moment to sit with your thoughts and let them settle, offering clarity amid the chaos. Journaling gratitude is another powerful tool. Grab a notebook and write down what you're thankful for, even the small things like a warm cup of tea or a kind word from a friend. This practice shifts your focus from the pain to the light, slowly rewiring your perspective. Connecting with supportive people is just as crucial. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who listen without judgment, and who remind you of your worth when the narcissist's voice echoes in your mind. A therapist can tailor your recovery, offering personalized guidance to navigate the emotional twists and turns, helping you rebuild step by step with tools suited to your unique journey. This healing isn't a sprint, it's a process, and that means being patient with yourself along the way. There might be days when the wounds feel fresh, when old memories surface, or when progress seems slow, and that's okay. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend, celebrating the small victories like a night of restful sleep or a walk that cleared your head. Rebuilding takes time, but each act of self-care is a brick in the wall of your renewed strength, a testament to your resilience. You're not just surviving, you're actively crafting a life where you feel safe, valued, and empowered. So, take a deep breath now, feel that moment of peace, and let's keep going together. There's more wisdom to explore, more ways to nurture yourself as you rise above the past. What's one self-care step you'll take today? Maybe a walk or a gratitude list. Let's build on this foundation, moving forward with every caring choice you make. Starve their drama with silence. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher who turned his own hardships into lessons of strength, taught us the power of emotional balance, a skill that becomes a lifeline when dealing with narcissists who thrive on drama. These individuals often stir the pot, looking for reactions to fuel their need for control, but you don't have to play into their game. The key is to stay neutral, adopting a gray rock approach. Imagine yourself as unremarkable and steady as a plain stone, offering nothing for them to latch on to. When you don't feed their drama with outbursts or engagement, they'll lose interest, their tactics losing steam against your calm demeanor. It's not about suppressing your feelings. Acknowledge them internally, recognize the anger or frustration, but choose not to react, keeping your peace intact. This deliberate detachment starves their emotional hunger, shifting the power back to you. This practice is more than a defense mechanism. It builds resilience, layer by layer, like fortifying a wall against a storm. Narcissists rely on your emotional responses to keep the cycle going, whether it's a heated argument or a tearful plea, but by staying steady, you break that pattern. Picture it as a quiet rebellion. You're not giving them the satisfaction they crave, and over time, that consistency wears down their efforts. Start by observing their behavior without taking it personally. See it as their strategy, not a reflection of your worth. Take a deep breath, let the moment pass, and respond with minimal words if needed, something like, "I hear you," without diving into the fray. This isn't easy at first, especially if you're used to reacting, but it's a skill you can hone with practice. The more you master it, the stronger you'll feel, your inner calm becoming a shield that deflects their chaos. To make this work, focus on maintaining that neutral stance even when they push harder, testing your resolve with guilt trips or provocations. Acknowledge your emotions privately, maybe. Jot them down in a journal or step away to process, but don't let them spill into the interaction. This balance aligns with Epictetus' teaching that our thoughts and actions are within our control, while external provocations are not. It's about choosing where you direct your energy, reserving it for what lifts you up rather than what drags you down. As you grow more comfortable with this, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel less rattled, more in command of your responses. And that resilience will carry over into other areas of your life. This emotional balance sets the stage for the next step, building a support system to reinforce your strength. Let's move there together, exploring how connecting with others can amplify this newfound steadiness. What is one way you will practice being a gray rock today? Maybe a silent pause or a neutral reply? Let's keep building on this foundation, step by step, toward a life where the drama no longer holds power over you. Reinforce with a strong network. Reinforce with a strong network, because when you're navigating the challenges of life, especially the emotional toll of dealing with difficult people, having a solid circle around you can make all the difference. Start by rebuilding your support system. Reach out to reconnect with old friends or family members who've drifted, but still hold a place in your heart, those who've seen you through tough times and can offer understanding. Deepen the ties with the people already in your corner. Spend quality time with them, share a meal, or simply thank them for being there, letting those bonds grow stronger with each interaction. Don't stop there. Expand your horizons by joining groups that resonate with you, whether it's a class to learn something new, a volunteer opportunity to give back, or even online communities focused on shared experiences like overcoming toxic dynamics. These connections can lift your spirits and remind you you're not alone on this journey. Quality matters more than quantity when building this network. Focus on seeking out people who bring empathy, who listen with open hearts and offer support without judgment. Steer clear of negativity or drama that could drag you back down. Surround yourself with those who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. It's about creating a safe space where you can be yourself, where their presence reinforces your resilience rather than testing it. This isn't just a one-way street. Help each other out, share your wisdom or a listening ear, and foster a sense of mutual care that strengthens the whole group. Maybe you offer advice from your own experiences, or they step in with a kind word when you need it most. Those exchanges build a network that is both a shield and a source of inspiration. This support system does more than just get you through. It actively strengthens you, making you less vulnerable to the weight of external pressures. With people who believe in you, you'll find it easier to stand tall, to draw on their encouragement when your own resolve wavers. It's like weaving a safety net that catches you when you stumble, giving you the confidence to keep moving forward. Be patient as you build this. Relationships take time to nurture, and it might feel slow at first, but every connection you make adds a thread to that net. Celebrate the small wins, like a meaningful conversation or a new friend, because they add up to a powerful foundation. As we wrap up this journey, take a moment to reflect on the strength you're cultivating. You've explored tools to protect your peace, and now this network is the final piece, locking it all into place. What is one step you will take today? Maybe a call to a friend or joining a group. Let's close this chapter with a sense of empowerment, knowing you're surrounded by a community that lifts you higher. There's more wisdom to come, so stay connected, and let's keep growing together. Knowing when to seek help. Knowing when to seek help is a crucial step on your journey, especially when narcissistic abuse has left its mark, bringing waves of anxiety that knot your stomach, deep pain that lingers in your chest, and a sense of isolation that makes the world feel distant. This kind of experience can shake you to your core, leaving you questioning your worth or feeling trapped in a cycle of self-doubt. But recognizing that you need support isn't a sign of weakness. It's a bold act of strength, a testament to your resilience and desire to heal. Start by reaching out to friends who understand, those safe havens who listen without judgment and offer a warm presence when you need it most. Building a network of support is key. Reconnect with family members who lift you up. Join communities where you can share and grow, or even explore online groups where others get what you're going through. These connections can pull you out of the loneliness and remind you that you're not alone. Alongside that, weave in activities that bring you joy and ground you. Dive into hobbies that light a spark, whether it's gardening, painting, or strumming a guitar. These moments of creativity or relaxation can be a lifeline, giving you a break from the weight of your thoughts. Staying mindful is another powerful tool. Take a few minutes each day to breathe deeply. Notice the world around you, or meditate to quiet the inner noise. These practices help you stay present, pulling you back from the edge of overwhelm and into a space where you can find peace. Prioritizing your health isn't just a suggestion, it's a necessity, and you deserve to feel whole again. This might mean adjusting your routine to include better sleep, nutritious meals, or gentle exercise. all of which rebuild your physical and mental strength over time. Seeking help can also mean turning to a professional, a therapist, or counselor who specializes in narcissistic abuse can guide you through the emotional maze, offering tailored strategies to ease the anxiety, process the pain, and break the isolation. They can help you unpack the experience, rebuild your self-esteem, and develop coping skills to move forward with confidence. Don't hesitate to explore resources like support groups or workshops, where you can learn from others who've walked this path and find new tools to thrive. This step takes courage, but it's a powerful declaration that you're worth the effort, that your well-being matters more than the shame or stigma you might fear. As you take these steps, be patient with yourself. The healing process unfolds at its own pace, with ups and downs along the way, and that's perfectly normal. Celebrate the small victories, like a day with less anxiety or a meaningful conversation, because they build toward a stronger you. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Your presence here means the world. Subscribe for more insights and support as we continue to explore ways to grow and heal together. You deserve a life filled with peace and strength, and I'm here to help you get there step by step.